I got a batch of PS5 hidden gems on the way. Let's get them started. And welcome to Resell Robin. Today's show we have PS5 hidden gems that I want to cover. I know PS5 hidden gems hasn't been as popular as some of my other videos, but I feel like the PS5 is one of the most slept on physical games that people just aren't going after right now, which they really should. I think there's low print runs on a lot of these games, and I think people are just severely just sleeping on it. And I think these are some that I want to cover that I think you guys need to pick up. I want to again thank you guys so much for all the support. We are now at 1685. We are so close to hitting 1700. So if you like the content that I'm putting out, please make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys throw comments down below. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because it helps the channel continue to grow. And also, for those that like the content I'm putting out, we have new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. So make sure you guys check those videos out. And make sure, again, you guys subscribe to the channel. I did pick up recently 0083 on Laserdisc Volume 7. I'm really excited to have that one. And I also picked up Gundam 0083 Volume 3 on Laserdisc. So we're closing in on having all those, the Gundam Series 83 on Laserdisc. I love the Gundam 0083 series. So I'm happy to have a lot of those on Laserdisc. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of those Laserdisc. I know I'm always talking about them, but I love it. I have a con coming up in about 3 weeks or so, September 14th and 15th in Madison Comic Expo. So make sure you guys come by and say hi to me there. We'll have lots of anime goods and fun stuff for you guys, so make sure you guys stop by. I always appreciate all that stuff. But without further ado, let's get right into these PS5 hidden gems, shall we? First one I want to cover is actually Chris Tales. This was, I believe, got released on PS5 and Switch, I think Xbox One as well. Really cool little side-scroller RPG game for the PS5. Really cool little indie title. Really cheap game. And honestly, you could pick up a physical sealed copy for this for less than $20. But I think it's a really cool little game, and a lot of people don't talk about it. It's definitely under the radar indie title that got a lot of hype and stuff. And then when it came out, I think it went on sale on Black Friday. It was dirt cheap. I hope some people pick this one up. I think it's a really cool one to add to your collection. This is one that's good to have for either Switch or PS5, but I happen to have it on PS5, so I wanted to cover it on there, and I think it's one to pick up sooner rather than later. I'm just saying. The next one's actually an early on release on the PS5 when it first came out, and it's actually Spirit of the North Enhanced Edition. It's a really cool little platforming game that released on the PS5 early in its release cycle. The graphics on this one's awesome. You're playing as a fox. Then I don't want to go into spoilers on it, but it's a really cool little game that has little to no fanfare, to be honest, in my opinion. A lot of people don't talk about it. And it was one of those that during the PS5's release cycle, when it was first a lot of Demon Souls was coming out and stuff, this one really nobody picked up. Then I think it's a shame. It's a cool little game. Not a lot of copies were produced of it. And I think it's one to add to your collection, personally, before it goes pricey. Way down the road. Not right now. Not going to get pricey right now. PS5's way too new right now. But PS5 has a short supply of physical copies being produced, so do with that as you will. And then another one that had early on its release that I actually really liked was Kenya Bridge of Spirits. Really cool action RPG platformer game that released earlier on the PS5's life cycle. I think this is a really cool game as well. Same thing, if you like action platformers with some light RPG elements and stuff, you're gonna have a good time with this one. Not a lot of people talked about it. Again, not a lot of fanfare or anything like that. And when that kind of stuff happens, games tend to fall under the radar, and that's why I'm covering some of these that I think deserve a little more hype. Again, you can pick this one up for like 20 bucks or less. So this stuff, these I'm listing right now, are pretty cheap games to add to your collection, but I think it's ones that are worthy to be included on your PS5. And I think this one may have gotten an Xbox One release. I believe it did, but let me know if it didn't. But I think it did. So let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong. But add this one to your collection, guys. Under 20 bucks. Have a good time on this one. Personal suggestion. The next one's actually one that I do think will go up in price down the road, and it released on PS5 and I think Xbox Series X, possibly Switch. I don't think Switch. It's actually Daymare 1994 on the PS5. Sandcastle is the subtitle. Really cool little survival horror game. It's like a third-person Resident Evil type survival horror game. Is it the best horror game ever released? No, it's a throwback to older Resident Evils, which I think is really cool. The first Daymare wasn't as good as this one. This one's actually better, in my opinion, than the second one. But I do think there's limited amounts of this game produced physically. Not to the extent of like limited run games or anything like that, but I do think it's things that, as the console ages, and then when we get into the next generation and stuff like that, this could potentially be a survival horror that ends up going up in price and peaking. And rather than waiting, I think you can get this for like 15 bucks right now, and it's a cool one to add to your collection, especially if you're a survival horror collector. So I wouldn't sleep on this one, guys. I would add this one today before it's too freaking late. The next one I want to cover is actually a really cool game that there is not very many copies produced of this. There's not many on eBay. It's pretty hard to find right now, and I think this game is only going to go up down the road. This one will go up in price, and this is actually as Dusk Falls on PS5. It's an adventure game that uses like still frame cutscenes almost, if you will. This game reminds me of like a Life is Strange or games like that, but it has a very unique art style that I think is really, really cool. And I think that... I don't want to go into spoilers in the story on this, but the story is really cool, guys. And I love games like Life is Strange Until Dawn. I highly recommend you pick this one up and play it. You won't regret it, but I think you definitely will regret it if you don't buy this game. If you don't add this to your collection and you wait, this one's only going to continue to go up. It's already going up in price as we speak, and that's gonna, I have a feeling this one's gonna end up like Scorn, where there's very limited made, and if it gets like covered by anyone popular, this one goes up in price and you're left with the bill down the road, because unfortunately PS5's not producing many physical games, so what little they make you have to pick up before the price skyrockets. And this is one that, I mark my words, you will regret if you don't get sooner rather than later. The last one I want to cover is actually just got released pretty recently, and I don't think anybody's really talking about it like at all, and I think they should be. And it's actually Oxygen All Guns Blazing on the PS5. This is produced by Konami, and it is a bullet hell game. If I love Gradius, made by the company who invented Gradius, Konami. They have a physical copy that released of this, which I'm super excited about. It's only $30 for a brand new copy of this. You can get it on Amazon right now. If you love bullet hell games and games like Gradius, this one's guaranteed to go up way down the road. I don't know how much is made of this, production-wise. My guess is more than Dusk Falls, but I highly recommend this game. It's awesome. I love bullet hell games. You can't go wrong with this for 30 friggin' bucks. This is a steal. Get on Amazon and order this today, or you're going to end up regretting this one. I ordered it, I think like 4 days ago. I snagged this one up when I saw it was available. I wasn't going to sleep on it, and you shouldn't either. Get it today. And that's my PS5 games today, guys. And it's a little different. I know it wasn't what everybody's asking for. Switch games are coming soon. And don't worry for y'all asking. 360 is being worked on. I just have some stuff I want to iron out on that. We're not going to have as many 360s as we did, because that was during FOMO. I was trying to get everybody to get what they needed. Now I have a little more time to curate a few things that I want to show off. So there's a 360 one in the cook. I'm cooking, guys. Don't worry. Just let me cook. But PS5, wanted to cover those guys. Wanted to get, especially Oxygen and Dusk Falls and Daymare. Those are 3 that I really think you definitely need to add to your collection. Wanted to get it out there. Again, guys, don't sleep on the PS5. I unfortunately think because of the production run issues with the games, outside of AAA stuff, but I don't care about that, I would highly recommend picking up some of these before the moon, you know what I'm saying. But I want to thank you guys so much. Again, if you like the stuff I'm putting out, make sure you guys comment on the video. Please let me know what you guys think of these games, and tell me some PS5 games that I need to pick up before it's too late, because I don't want to be caught holding the bill as well if I miss some. So let me know in the comments down below. Again, please subscribe to the video. It helps the channel grow. I appreciate it so much. I want to get to 1,700 after this video. And so if you guys could help me out a lot, guys. I know only about 20% of you are subscribed, so please, if you watch the videos regularly, throw me a sub. Help me out. But most importantly of all, stay savage. Don't sleep on those PS5 games, guys. Pick them up before they're too late. Mark my words, you'll thank me later.